And we have our guest here this morning from U.S. Army Central. Of course, we're in their headquarters here this morning, Patton Hall. And we have their new command chaplain with us. We have Chaplain Joey Byrd with us. And welcome back, sir.
Derek, it's good to see you, and good morning, Sumter. It is great to be back in this community again. I was here from 2013 to 2016 as in various different positions with the command chaplain's office. And then just a couple months ago, I was asked to come back as the command chaplain. So this is a coming back for me, and I'm certainly proud and happy to be here.
Well, very good. Where are you from?
Originally from western North Carolina, a little town called Wilkesboro, just below Boone.
I know where that is.
It's kind of cold there.
Yes, it is, up in the mountains up there, but absolutely beautiful up there as well, too, though.
Oh, very beautiful, very beautiful. Very proud to be there, and proud to be in South Carolina as well.
Well, good. Well, we're glad you're here with us this morning. We certainly appreciate you taking the time, and I understand that with the chaplaincy program here, you got some exciting things coming up.
We do, Derek. Always, we've got exciting things going on. You know, we just finished up the holiday season. Did a great Christmas spiritual fitness luncheon and Hanukkah services for our services members deployed forward. And now we're looking forward to our next big event. It's going to be on the February the 9th. That's a Friday night at 1800, 6 p.m. at the O'Donnell House here in East Liberty Street in Sumter. And this will be a relationship dinner event as we celebrate Valentine's Day for our couples.
Very good. Now, is there a fee or anything to attend this?
You know, there's no fee associated with it. It's free. It's available to any of our service members.
Right.
We have 40 couples available to come right now. We have 18 that have signed up.
Okay.
And if someone would like to sign up, all they need to do is call Staff Sergeant Rozier, and her phone number is 803-885-7143. Or they can simply come by the RC Command Chaplain's office and sign up.
Now, your offices are here in Patton Hall.
Yes, that's correct.
Right, because I know on the other side of the base they have the chaplain's office and the actual chapel and all over there, but you guys have your own place here.
That's right, inside RCN headquarters.
Yeah. How many chaplains does the Army have here?
Well,
not here. I know they got them all over the place, but here in Sumter.
Here in Sumter, how many Army chaplains? Well, that would be, I think, within my office. And so right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 all total. 1 command chaplain, a deputy, a world religions chaplain, and then we have a great captain chaplain who helps us with various items.
Support programs and things like that. Well, that's very good. You guys always have so many good things going on, and I know for years and years, in fact, even since the formation of the Army, I know there's been chaplains involved.
And thanks be to God. You know, being an Army chaplain is just the best job in the Army. I love being an Army chaplain. I've been a chaplain for 27 years. I've served on National Guard, Army Reserve, and on active duty. I've been promoted in all 3. And it is a privilege and an honor to serve as an Army chaplain. As we do our best to meet the religious needs of all service members and their families and people and DOD and et cetera. And do our best to be good staff officers to our commanders and advise them on matters of religion and morale and things like that.
I don't know who said the term, but of course there's the old saying, there are no atheists in foxholes. And I know that for years and years, chaplains have filled a very valuable role in providing that spiritual guidance that a lot of folks need, particularly at wartime and in the field.
That's correct.
Especially.
And it's a great sense of support. I mean, think about it, when you're deployed forward in a dangerous location, you're far away from home, and there you have this wonderful chaplain who's available to listen, to pray for you, to care for you, your religious needs. And it's just a really good person, whether it's a male or female chaplain, regardless of what faith group they come from.
Right.
Any faith group.
Yeah, absolutely.
Catholic, Protestant, Jewish.
Right, and the Army is very diverse now as
very
well
diverse.
too, and very many different religions. And you said you had a world religion type that kind of cover a lot of those bases as well too.
That's right.
What's the most challenging thing about being a chaplain in the Army?
That's a great question, and thanks for asking that, Derek. For me, I would struggle very hard to answer that question because I don't really have a good answer for it. I love being an Army chaplain. I love the opportunity to serve. I think it is the best job in the Army and in the civilian world. and I'd have a very difficult time answering the most challenging thing.
Right.
I think for most of us, probably being in a deployed environment, I think would be the most challenging thing if you were to answer it. And that's simply because you're away from home.
Well, and that's for anybody that's in the service and they're away from home. I know that's a tough time, but that's when you guys really step up your game and provide the services and the guidance and the comfort that a lot of folks need, because I know I just can't imagine it. It's very tough, being away from your loved ones.
It is tough, and regardless of how long it is, it's tough. We got great soldiers, great airmen, great service members. They do a phenomenal job for our country. Wonderful job for our country, and I'm very proud to be a part of that organization, Army, military.
You've got the marriage enrichment dinner coming up. What are the things you guys have on the horizon that you guys are doing here at RCENT, as far as from a spiritual and a chaplaincy perspective?
In that coming future, we also have a Strong Bonds Retreat, and that's March 9 through 11. Strong Bonds Retreat, and that's one of these retreats that we offer for typically couples, which we're going to kind of go off-site and get some education about better relationships.
Right.
That's 9 to 11 March. And then in May 11th to 13th, we're going to have a senior leader retreat in Charleston, South Carolina, or a dinner. We haven't decided yet if we're going to do a senior leader retreat or a dinner. We're going to do something for our senior leaders. So every couple of months, we'll try and do a big time event, whether it's a spiritual fitness luncheon, a retreat, or a dinner like we're doing on Valentine's time. Right.
I tell you, a lot of good things here, and I know with I think for the number of troops and all that are affiliated with RCENT here, and the number of chaplains you have, I know that's a big task, for you guys to do it. You're up to the job. You do it well. There you go. Anything else you'd like to tell us about what you guys do that maybe they're not aware that chaplains in the service do?
That too is a great question. I think chaplains just are really wonderful people. That the biggest thing I think chaplains do, bottom line, is care for soldiers, care for whoever they're there.
Sure.
So if you're in a difficult situation, you always have that open ear, that open door, that confidential setting in which you can go in and talk with a very seasoned, mature, resourced, educated person to give you some good feedback on a good way ahead. And that's wonderful that we have that ability to offer that in our military.
Are there times where the chaplains need the chaplains?
Well, of course, all of our feet are made of clay. And so that really falls into my area so much about making sure that all of our chaplains are physically, emotionally, spiritually fit in a caring way. So as a command chaplain, you get to, that's really where I get to shine. And the way I'm going to shine is, bottom line is, I'm going to care for people. Give them as very best as I can. Any of my chaplains, any of my chaplain assistants. Chaplain assistants now, by the way, are called Religious Affairs Specialists, or NCOs. So we're used to that term, chaplain assistant, but as of October, I think it became Religious Affairs Specialist.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, or Religious Affairs NCO if they're an NCO.
Is that across the DOD?
That's across the DOD.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll have to remember that next time we interview some folks in there. I'll have to make sure I use that term.
Cool.
So, very good. Tell folks again about the marriage enrichment dinner that's coming up, and if they're listening, if they have military access, they're eligible to come to this, correct?
Absolutely.
So tell folks again when and where it is, and also how they go about signing up for that.
Sure. So 9th of February at the O'Donnell House on East Liberty Street, Sumter, South Carolina. It's really beginning at 6 p.m. or 1800. And if they'd like to RSVP, call Sergeant Rozier at 885-7143. And for any of our military card-holding service members, we certainly want to invite them and their spouses.
That'll be a good thing. Of course, the O'Donnell House is a great location to do something like
that.
It
is. And we have a great speaker, Rand Dollinger, and they'll thoroughly enjoy our time with him.
All right, very good. If folks would like to contact you here or find out more about the chaplaincy programs with U.S. Army Central, what's the best way for them to go about doing that?
They can always come into our office. We've always got somebody in there. They can always call the office at 885-7978, or they can simply just walk in the building and say, I'd like to speak with a chaplain. that's always the solution whenever you like to see a chaplain, is tell your military representative, you know, I like to speak with my chaplain, and trust me, they will find your chaplain.
All right, very good. We had a little bit of your North Carolina weather here a couple of weeks ago. Did you feel at home then?
I certainly did, and wow, it was great. It was cold here. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's impressive.
Absolutely was. All right, my friend. Well, good to see you, Chaplain Joey Byrd. He's a command chaplain here at U.S. Army Central Air Force Base. Thanks for being with us, man.
Thanks, Derek.
By the way, you still doing the beekeeping?
Still doing the beekeeping and still enjoying it. Honey by the birds and the bees.
There you go. All right, we'll talk to you again soon. We got to take a break. We come back. Our friends from Health Promotions are going to be with us. That and more when we return.